What's good, YouTube? FTW underscore DK here. Back again, another video. If you hear any background noise, I'm watching Pat McAfee show. While I'm also recording this. It just started, but so basically, um, today I have a little bit of story time, kind of like experience story time thing. And as you can tell by the title, the thumbnail, everything, today I'm going to be going and talking about my experience at Job Corps. Recently I was let's excommunicated from Job Corps uh, for reasons I might get into later, but we'll see. It's kind of personal, but let's get straight into it. So basically, um, some stuff happened, and last April I was playing Fortnite. Wow, big shocker! I was playing Fortnite with my friends, and like one of my friends was like saying, "Oh, you should go to Job Corps." And like I knew of this place, I didn't know exactly what it was, because my grandma, one of my grandmas, has been like trying to tell me to go there for like the past like few years. Um, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I applied. I did all the application process, got accepted. Go there. It's July now. It like took a couple months to get there. It took well not a couple months to get there, but to like get accepted in all the accepted processes or whatever. And so I'm there. I was like, okay. It was obviously a different landscape. It's Job Corps. If you guys don't know, it is a program to like if you didn't finish high school, you can like get your all your high school credits there, get a diploma or whatever, get GED, high set, whatever. And then also you can also like the big thing there is a trade, like to do trade stuff and go into automotive, computers, like the medical field, like get the training there, all certifications there. And so basically, I wanted to do computer tech, but they said it was full, so I had to choose another one. I chose medical coding and billing, and it medical coding and billing wasn't even on the campus. It was at a technical college. I'll just say the name. Davis Technical College. Um, so you go there or whatever. But that's we could get that to a little bit later. The first week I'm there, they said you got. One of the people said, and my roommates was like saying, "Dang, you got here at just the right time." I was like, "Why?" Oh yeah, there's also like roommate stuff. Um, you got here just the right time. I was like, "Why?" Because they just fixed the AC. It's like, okay, the AC was broken, I guess. Literally that weekend, not even joking, because you get there on Mondays, unless if there's like a holiday, then you get there on Tuesday. So I got there on Monday with the other people that got there the same day, and that weekend, and it was in the middle of summer. It was in July, and that weekend, it the freaking the AC broke during the weekend. I was like, oh, okay, it's feeling a little warmer than usual. I didn't think much of it, and then I was like, okay, it must have broke, bro. I'm not even joking when I say this. The AC was broken for a whole entire month before they started to even do anything. Before they even started to do anything, I'm not even joking. They had us in the dorms sweating and dying for freaking a month. It was like 90 degrees to 100 degrees by the time we got back from our classes. And cuz like there's like a 4 week um there's like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, like to like get you like familiar with the place and like how everything works, where's this, what to do on this day, blah 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 blah. And the last week is a thing called KP. It's basically a job, like a little job, a chore thing, whatever. So you go to the KP. Mine was cafeteria. You just like clean the cafeteria, or whatever, like during the lunches or whatever. Literally an entire that all those 4 weeks passed, and not a single thing about the AC. and then they finally had like a meeting in the dorms, like saying, "Oh, we're gonna um what's it called? We're gonna like get these like chillers in or like try and fix it, whatever." That happens. Um, they didn't like. I'm trying to like remember everything. So basically, the meeting was held, and then there was one day where it's like, oh yeah, there's a late start time because of everything that's going on. So we usually start at like 7:30. But they did it an hour later, so like people got to like sleep in, like get some rest because it was so hot. My one of my roommates literally woke up in a cold, like so sweaty. He thought he was about to like throw up, and like he thought he was gonna pass out or whatever. And bro, it was definitely hot. There was like a couple days. It was like I was so sweaty. I was like I had to take a shower, bro. Uh, it was, and also there was like 100 degrees, 100 degrees. One night or whatever. It's like it's crazy. Anyways, so that happens. One of the dorms. So like um, one of the dorms their like AC goes out or like the chiller goes out or something. I can't remember the entire stuff, but basically they go that goes out and then they like evacuate everyone and everyone else like all the dorms was like what's going on? They get to leave but we get to stay. They got to go to a 5-star hotel or something. I heard, and while we had to while we had to suffer, and a couple days go by, and my roommate had enough of it. He made a petition and literally got it. Pretty much everyone signed it, and so finally, they sent pretty much everyone home for like a week or two, except for like the people who didn't have anywhere to go, which was me at the time. So I just stayed in the room, but they had like the chillers working by then, like almost. So my dorm was working, but like the other ones weren't or something. So that happens. Everyone comes back. The center director at the time got fired because of the negligence, and like everyone thought that he was laundering money, which is entire another thing. He gets fired. The deputy director gets promoted to the director, the center director. They say who? Oh yeah, we're gonna change around. We're gonna change this place around. Couple months go by. I was like, okay, I'm starting to notice some differences, but then it's like, bruh. Fast forward to winter break. Winter break is like 2 3 weeks break. If you have nowhere to go, you stay in the dorms, but you pretty much have like um, that's another thing. The people who run Job Corps, it's like, I'm sorry to say this. I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible, but they're run by clowns. Like they're run by absolute, like they're not. It's not run well. There's like certain people who care about the students, but like the higher ups is like oh blah 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 blah. That's another thing. Recently, before I left, my roommate who's been there for quite a while was there. He was at a because there's two different types of Job Corps centers. There's a basic and there's an advanced. And the one that I was at advanced. He was at a basic before, but he transferred to the advanced to do more advanced training and stuff. He wanted to do like another thing, and like it just got whole messy, and it was like, oh blah blah blah, we're trying to raise our numbers, we're trying to raise our graduate numbers, because they all they care about really is numbers. You're just a number to them. You're just a statistic to them. All they care about is their money, how they get in, how they get out, or whatever, and that goes down. Like they're trying to like increase their numbers more and more and more. But like the winter break stuff, winter break was pretty fire. There's only about like 30 to 40 people actually on center, and during winter break, they had to move everyone into like a building or whatever. They moved me downstairs because I was in A dorm. They moved me down to the other like downstairs A dorm, whatever. So that happens. I put my stuff in. A couple days goes by. Everything seems fine, and then all of a sudden, uh, all of a sudden, so like they put thermometers in each room to make sure it doesn't go above a certain level because of like the whole like AC stuff. And so like if something's like a higher temperature than normal, then you have to move out of the room. If something's lower, then you have to move out. Our the room I was in, the other person was in there. It was fine. It was like perfect temperature. It was like 68. It's like, oh, it's too cold. We gotta move. We had to move. It literally took us from like 10 p.m. and then we had to go all the way to C dorm, waiting in that other dorm. It took us from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. I was waiting till like 1 a.m. just to get a room. But hey, I'm not complaining though because I got a room by myself. So, uh, that happens. Winter breaks over, whatever. And like that's another thing. Like your mental health there, my personal experience, your mental health deteriorates like crazy. In my personal appearance, like my mental health was absolutely shot. Like, like before I left, I was like, because there's so many stupid rules. You could literally get written up for walking the wrong way. You could get written up for the stupidest stuff. Someone literally, like the day or two before I got terminated, they literally got terminated for sleeping in just once. And like the new like community director or whatever that's there is like she wants, bro. She's so racist. Like it's not even. I'm not even joking. She's such racist, and she's black too. So I'm like, how? She's probably like the first black racist I know, that I ever met. Well, probably not, but first one that like stood out really. So that go down, and more recently, I found out after I got terminated that the entire clear I'll just say the name of the center. The entire Clearfield Job Corps is being shut down because they don't want to fund it anymore. The I literally found out this yesterday. I was like, because I was gonna like try and make a video on this like anyway, like about my experience at Job Corps. But when I found that out, I was like, yeah, I'm making this video tomorrow, meaning today. So basically, how I found out, I was on Instagram. I went to like the where you see the little notes thing, and I saw one of my friends that I made there say something to the effect about being in Florida or like going back to Florida or whatever. I was like, what? No, how did he get terminated? That's crazy. Cause he was like he's a pretty good student. I was like I wouldn't be surprised if anyone or whatever. So basically, I was like, what's going on? What did he get terminated or whatever? I would go onto his story and it says "Rip Job Corps, you will be missed." It's like, dang, he got terminated. But then he tells me no, Job Corps is. It's like, what? Wait, what happened? It's like, yeah, everyone everyone has a month or less to leave, like to get packed up or whatever. And so basically, there was a meeting yesterday at 3, saying, here, let me pull it up right now. There's a meeting at today. There was a meeting at 3. Everyone was gathered. Some people were crying, including the staff too. And it's like we have a month or less to get ready to leave. And so basically, I was like, "Dang, that's crazy." So I texted my roommate that I was talking about. I was like, "Wait, is Yalcor getting shut down?" I have someone on IG that says it is. I was like, "Yep, that's crazy. Do you know why?" And then I made a joke saying, "Lol, I leave and this happens. I changed the culture because there's been a ton of times in the past where it's like, just like how CM Punk says, I change the culture." It's like LMFAO, you're hilarious. Yeah, they don't want to fund it anymore. I was like, that's crazy. Oh man. And I know what his plan is after he gets out of Job Corps. He's like only has a couple months left, anyways. But my other roommate who just barely got there in February, I don't know what he's gonna do. But there's also this is like actually like so bad as like yes in one breath I was like yeah frick Job Corps, burn that place to the ground, uh shut that place down or whatever. But in the other breath, there's people who's actually homeless who actually depend on Job Corps. to live and get food and get housing and get whatever, where are they gonna go? And but obviously there is people who's just gonna like move back in with their parents, like move or whatever. But it's crazy, bro. It's freaking crazy what's going on over there, bro. I was like, when I found out how to make a video. Oh, brother. But yeah, to recap, my bad, excuse me. To recap in this video, uh, run by. I'm sorry to say this, but they're run by clowns. They really don't care about the students. They say, "Oh, we care about you. We care about blah blah blah," but they literally say, "Oh, yeah, you need us. You need us. You won't do anything out here in the real world. You need us." They say that, but they're shutting. Anyways, this video is getting a little bit too long. This is like one of my longer videos. But anyways, please like, subscribe, comment, put on post notifications. God bless you, loves you, and turn to the Lord Jesus.